we would be much more aggressive in disrupting the existing payment rails across debit, credit, ACH, and other infrastructure plays. We'd be much more aggressive on the technology platform side, like unbelievably aggressive, and completely disrupting the incumbents across payments, the incumbents across deposits, the incumbents across the key underlying infrastructure that enables finance to happen in our country.
Ladies and gentlemen, just yesterday, I was talking about the opportunity of how large SoFi getting into crypto could actually be. And then as of today, they post this. Crypto is coming back to SoFi. SoFi members will soon have the ability to buy, sell, and hold a selection of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. And over time, SoFi intends to offer stablecoins and a wide range of services. Now, before we talk about those services, SoFi before wasn't just offering those three currencies, right? They had like 34 coins, and that was years ago. They actually had a much wider selection than even Robinhood did at the time. So whenever they just say those names, I think it's just a way of saving time and not having to just name off every single product that they're going to offer. Anyway, such as providing members the ability to borrow against their assets, really exciting, expanding payment options, and introducing new staking features. These are products that not even Robinhood has yet, okay? This is just one of the many ways that SoFi is focusing on the future of financial services and giving you more control and choice over your money. Absolutely. Okay. If you're interested in crypto coins, having the ability to do this on SoFi and not go to another platform like Coinbase, Kraken, crypto.com, any of those other options will keep more money on the platform as people are realizing that they can handle more of their financial life and selection on one platform. Okay. Next, sending money to over 30 plus countries seamlessly. Now, later this year, we're going to offer. By the way, listen to that. Later this year, so this is in 2025, we'll offer SoFi checking and savings members international money transfers in the SoFi app at faster speeds and lower costs than traditional services, putting more money in people's pockets. Okay. Now, it's whether or not they're going to partner with a company like Wise in order to be able to do this. A lot of companies that have come out have done partnerships. You're even going to see Robinhood do a similar thing. Okay. But if SoFi, which is usually the case, they do not like to partner unless there's some sort of network effect, right? Like if the only people that you can transfer money to are other Wise users, that's what might actually benefit from them partnering here. But a lot of the things that they like to do is keeping it in-house. And I'm going to talk about why I think that that's almost a guarantee here, okay? So essentially, this might also take away your ability to need companies like Wise. If you can do more services on SoFi, that's going to keep more money on the platform, more reasons that they can put, features on for SoFi Plus users, which is going to enable more people to end up signing up for the credit card if they have more money here on SoFi. So it's not just about sending money internationally or SoFi crypto. It's about the just wallet share of the amount of financial services here. Now, Anthony Noto clears up why this could potentially be more than just a partnership with Wise or Remitly. Very excited about this innovation that we can drive via blockchain and crypto across our businesses. SoFi's planned new international payments, frequently called remittances, will convert fiat to crypto, transmit via blockchain, and convert back to local fiat. It's only day one of this type of innovation that can be driven via blockchain, crypto, and AI to make financial services faster, easier, safer, more accessible, and at lower cost for our members. 100%. Okay. This is so freaking exciting. So exactly what I've been telling everyone about stablecoins, the people do not have to choose whether they are going to select stablecoins or not. The companies are going to do it on the back end for you, taking fiat and then in the background, turning it into stablecoins. And then the person who's receiving it will then again, just receive the local currency that they want to receive it in. Okay. So in no way will people feel pressured to use some sort of USD Circle or, USDS, which might be USD SoFi, whatever the type of crypto coin might be. But in essence, you're still going to be using it because on the back end, Anthony Noto's team is going to be the one that's setting this up. Now, what team? David Freyer here, who's actually the chief product officer for Galileo, said, we're reimagining money movement. Okay, this one is going to be another one bringing crypto international payments closer to everyday reality. So, is Galileo going to start setting up these payment rails to actually enable going from local fiat to stablecoins back into local fiat on the other side? If they can handle that, that's going to take away from a lot of the big names like Wise, Remitly, what Zoom does at PayPal, what a lot of the big credit card rails do as well, right? All those companies have this set up, but it's through their own networks. They take a massive fee for doing so. Is Galileo also trying to do this? Well, I think so. And I'm going to show you guys why. There was an old video, actually not that old. It was like, from a month or so ago, of Anthony Noto talking with Liz Young about their moonshot projects that they would like to go after. And listen to this part.
Next one is the moonshot move. If you had unlimited money and no regulations holding you back, what is a fintech move that you'd make?
We would be much more aggressive in disrupting the existing payment rails across debit, credit, ACH, and other infrastructure plays. We'd be much more aggressive on the technology platform side, like unbelievably aggressive, and completely disrupting the incumbents across payments, the incumbents across deposits, the incumbents across the key underlying infrastructure that enables finance to happen in our country.
Okay,
let's talk about that for a second. One, he's saying that payments is the one place, if regulation wasn't around, that he would want to disrupt. Before, whenever this was actually recorded, the Genius Act was not passed, which was the enablement of larger financial institutions to get into stablecoins as payment tools, as deposit tools, all of these different features, right? So now that this has actually been unlocked, you're seeing them actually come out and say, hey, we do have plans for Galileo. We have plans for a SoFi. And even went as far as to post this large thread talking about how the Genius Act opens up many, many features, but it's not competitive enough. And that he actually wants to be able to offer things like interest-paying deposits on stablecoins rather than just allowing it only for money transfers and for the businesses to actually generate the income. What he's saying is, hey, SoFi can generate a lot of money on this, but we want to offer a lot of the benefits back to our customers, which will enable people to switch from legacy financial institutions to us because we are actually better to our customers. He goes on a long spiel about this and talks about how aggressive that he wants to go after this stablecoin, opportunity. So this is completely on brand with everything that they said about payments, everything that they said about, stablecoins, opening up international payments for Galileo, for SoFi Bank, and everything. And lastly, I also wanted to bring up some of the communication that SoFi and Anthony Noto has been having. So one, this announcement came out first on X, okay? So this was how they announced crypto. Then, one thing that data-driven investing said was, however, I do really want to say that one thing we've been really critical on is SoFi not communicating enough. And this is a welcome move towards better communication with investors, and I'm all for it with or without a launch date. Anthony Noto retweeted that, okay? Anthony Noto went as far as to retweet many of the large creators and people who are covering SoFi in general, even retweeting myself in the post that I made, StockGoat, all these people that have been wanting, more communication from SoFi over time, not just to communicate with us, but just to tell its own audience and other investors that new products are coming, that they are trying to stay at the forefront of innovation. And that's exactly what we saw here today. So ladies and gentlemen, if you like this sort of content, make sure you guys hit a like button on the video. And that's all I ask from you. Bye for now.